Be me, 34F, living in a glassy downtown condo. Head of marketing at a startup, pulling around $180,000, married to Matt, 36M, for 7 years. Matt's a CPA, makes solid money, but definitely less than me. Always figured this setup was modern life. I'm in charge. I call the shots. He backs my career. Matt's the quiet type, steady, dependable, fixes the garbage disposal without saying anything. Keeps my car maintained like clockwork. Sometimes it annoys me. I read his consistency as zero drive. I read his silence as emotional cluelessness, constantly giving him talks about emotional labor. And how I carry the entire mental load, he just nods, goes, "You're right," and starts cleaning the kitchen. Tell my friends at our Sunday brunch that I'm basically upgrading him into a better partner. They hype me up, call me iconic. We sip endless mimosas and complain about men, rewind about a year and a half ago. Life's smooth, predictable. I'm 32, feeling something creeping in, but refusing to name it. My Instagram is chaos, half. The feed is hustle, culture, nonsense. Other half is pregnancy pics and baby announcements. I roll my eyes at the mom content internally calling them breeders, convince myself they're giving up who they are for biology. But there's this quiet itch underneath it all, something instinctive. I try to drown out with late nights and wine. Matt brings it up one random Wednesday we're eating takeout on this overpriced couch. I spent months picking, "Have you thought more about us?" He asks. I know exactly what he means. We're fine, Matt. I meant growing us like a family. I set my fork down, time to draw the line. We've been over this. The planet's falling apart. Economy's a mess. Bringing a kid into this is irresponsible. He looks down, fidgeting with his shirt. Things are bad, yeah, but good people can raise good kids. He looks at me like that, hopeful. I want to be a dad, Anna. I always have. You'd be amazing at it. Flattery hits. My ego eats it up, idea of shaping a human. Creating a mini version of me that mirrors my beliefs. Kid and clever slogan tease, basically my legacy walking around. I sigh like he's asking for something huge. Fine, we can try, but it's on my terms. He lights up instantly. Anything, I lay it all out. Career comes first. He takes half the leave. No gender stereotypes, no outdated conditioning. He agrees immediately. It's almost sad how badly he wants this. 3 months of trying feels like a scheduled task. I track everything in an app. He tries to make it intimate. I treat it like a calendar reminder. Windows open, let's go. He does his part, but it feels disconnected. I don't care, I just want the result. So I can move on to the next phase, late fall, hits, miss, a cycle, take a test before my morning meeting. 2 lines, just stare at it in the mirror. No excitement, no fear, just satisfaction, like completing a task efficiently. Walk into the kitchen. Matt's making coffee. I drop the test on the counter. It's positive. He freezes, looks at it, then at me. Eyes fill up. Instantly, drops the spoon, pulls me into a hug. He's shaking. Oh my God, we're really doing this. I stand there stiff, awkwardly patting his back. Relax, it's barely anything yet. He flinches a little. I pretend not to notice. Pregnancy ends up being easy. Physically, no. Nausea, just tired. Sometimes I wear it like proof. I'm built for this. Announce it online at 12 weeks. Excited to welcome a new project in queue. One hashtag, working mom, hashtag, boss life, notifications. Blow up instant dopamine. Matt goes all in, buys parenting books, sets up the nursery, neutral tones, exactly how I told him, talks to my stomach constantly. It's irritating. He's already acting like it's a full person. Can't wait to meet you, little guy, he whispers one night. I correct him. Don't say that. We don't know yet. Right, sorry. Can't wait to meet you, baby. Week 15, genetic screening appointment. Sterile room, buzzing lights. Doctor's calm, older, reassuring. Everything looks good genetically. Matt squeezes my hand. Do you want to know the sex? I hesitate. I've been picturing a daughter, strong, sharp. Maybe name her something powerful. Someone to carry my mindset forward. Someone to prove everything. I believe, yes, doctor smiles. It's a boy. Everything goes quiet. Feels like cold water dumping over me. Matt gasps. A boy? A son? He's tearing up again. I'm having a son. I pull my hand away. Nausea hits a boy. another statistic, another future guy interrupting women, another potential executive type. My thoughts spiral fast. I see it already. Toy weapons, chaos, entitlement, toxic patterns creeping into my home. I can't do this. I stare at the ultrasound screen. Stuck that fuzzy gray shape on the screen suddenly feels threatening, like it's staring back at me. Doctor keeps talking numbers, growth charts, whatever. I don't hear any of it. Anna, Matt says, you okay? I stand up. I need air, walk straight out. Leave him sitting there, ride home is dead quiet. Matt's driving, keeps sneaking looks at me every few seconds. Babe, talk to me. What's wrong? Wrong? I let out this sharp, ugly laugh. I'm crushed, Matt. He frowns. Because it's a boy? Anna, that's insane. The baby's healthy. It's not just a baby. It's what it represents. I stare out the window. Do you know how hard it is to raise a decent man right now? Everything around them is broken. Then we teach him better, he says, gripping the wheel tighter. We'll raise him right. You don't get it, I snap. You can't outteach biology and society. He'll grow up with built-in privilege. He'll become everything I've been fighting against my whole life. Matt pulls into the driveway, shuts the engine off, turns to me. His face is serious now. Listen to yourself. You're talking about our kid like he's already a problem. He hasn't done anything. That's what people always say in the beginning, I mutter. I get out, slam the door. Next a couple weeks feel like a silent war. I shut down completely. Stop reading pregnancy stuff, unfollow all the mom content, start scrolling forums nonstop, threads about raising boys, being betrayal articles, claiming the Y chromosome is basically a defect. Matt tries to fix things, brings me tea, offers foot rubs. I pull away every time. When I look at him now, I don't see my husband. I see part of the problem. He's excited for a son because he wants a mini version of himself, a little sidekick for games and dumb traditions. It makes my skin crawl. Go to brunch with the girls. Jessica listens while I unload everything. Honestly, I get it, she says, poking at her food. Raising a boy right now? I don't know if I could do that either. Exactly, I say, finally feeling understood. It feels like I'm betraying everything I believe in. She lowers her voice. You still have options. She doesn't need to say it out loud that night. Matt's in the nursery. He bought something, a tiny baseball glove. He's sitting there, pressing it, smiling like an idiot. I stand in the doorway. Anger just spikes. Take that back, I say. He looks up, confused. What? The glove. Return it. We're not doing sports. None of that toxic competition stuff. He stands up, expression changing. It's just a glove. It's playing catch. It's bonding. Why do you hate this so much? I don't hate it. I hate what it stands for. I take a breath. Matt, I can't do this. Do what? I can't have this baby. I can't raise a son. Silence fills the room. He stares at me like I just spoke another language. You're joking. I already made an appointment. The glove drops from his hand, hits the floor. You booked an abortion because it's a boy? It's not just that. It's compatibility. I don't think I can connect with him. I won't raise a kid who feels unwanted. His face turns, redneck veins popping. No. Absolutely not. First time I've ever heard that tone from him. Not your body, I shoot back. My body, my choice, remember? That's for emergencies, unwanted pregnancies. We wanted this, we planned it, he yells. He lets out this raw, frustrated shout and kicks the rocking chair over. I flinch but stay put. See? I point at him. This aggression, this is exactly what I mean. You're proving my point. He just freezes, stares at me like I'm something unrecognizable. You twist everything, he says quietly. There's something seriously wrong with you. I'm being logical. If you go through with this, he says, voice shaking, we're done, completely. I fold my arms. So that's an ultimatum? It's a promise. He grabs his keys and walks out, door shuts behind him. I go through with it 2 days later, drive myself to the clinic. He doesn't come play some podcast about empowerment on the way. Keep telling myself, I'm strong, I'm doing the right thing. Procedures fast, detached over, before it really registers. Afterward, I feel lighter, like something heavy got removed physically and mentally, drive back expecting a huge fight. House is quiet. His car's there. I walk inside, boxes everywhere. Not just a bag. He's packing everything, books, clothes, random stuff he bought for the house. He doesn't even look at me. Matt, he keeps sealing a box. Matt, can we be adults about this? He finally turns. His eyes are empty. No anger, no sadness, just blank. I talked to a lawyer. You'll get the paperwork tomorrow. Divorce? Seriously? You're ending 7 years over this? It wasn't just this to me, he says flatly. That was my son. And you took him away. I made a choice about my own body, I shout. And now I'm making mine, he says. I'm leaving someone I can't stand anymore. That word lands heavy. Not hate worse. He looks down on me. He picks up the last box. Goodbye, Anna. Walks out. Closes the door quietly. I hear his car start, then fade away. I'm just standing there in the hallway, waiting to feel something. Nothing comes. I feel stubborn, almost energized by it. Don't need him. Don't need some guy who picks an imaginary kid over his actual wife. Walk to the fridge, grab a pricey bottle of white wine, pour a huge glass sight on the floor where his bookshelf used to be. Dust and all. Cheers, I mutter to nobody. Divorce drags out for half a year. He's ice cold. The entire time doesn't argue about money, doesn't fight for anything, just wants out, clean and fast. I try poking at him during mediation, call him weak, call him sexist, try to get under his skin. He doesn't even react, just looks straight through me like I'm not there. It's maddening. I want him to snap, yell, something, but I get nothing. Judge finalizes it. I keep everything condo, car, retirement accounts, on paper. I win, celebrate with the girls, hit a club, drink too much, end up dancing with some random college kid, feel powerful, attractive, like I still got it. Get home at 3 a.m. Alone, place is dead, quiet. Ears still ringing from music. Eat cold leftovers standing at the counter. Tell myself, this is what winning looks like. First year after divorce, dating is brutal. I'm 35, now redo all my profiles. High value energy. Intellectual connection only. No conservatives. If you're intimidated by strong women, move along. Matches are weak. Date 1, Eric, 39, works in IT. Nice enough, but boring, mentions wanting kids someday. I go off about population issues, never hear from him again. Date 2, Leo, late 20s. Painter says, all the right progressive stuff. We hook up, he's awful, keeps asking if he's doing. Okay, then ask me to cover his ride home. Blocked instantly. Date 3. Chris, mid-40s, divorced, has 2 teenage boys, shows me pictures. I make a face without thinking. What? He asks. Nothing, just teenage boys. Yikes. He quietly puts his phone away. Bill comes, he splits it. I don't think this is going anywhere. I roll my eyes. Your loss, but I start noticing something. The guys with money, status, options, they're not going for someone like me. They don't want debates and tension. They want calm, easy energy. I tell myself, I don't need any of that. Dive deeper into work, 70-hour weeks, get promoted, higher, salary, jumps again, buy more designer stuff, order a fancy bike I never touch, redo my kitchen just for something to do. Loneliness creeps in slowly, like something growing in the walls. Saturday nights hit. The hardest friends are busy with families. Now Jessica gets pregnant so much for her speeches, she stops showing up to brunch, says the baby makes it impossible. I get phased out. I'm the friend who sends expensive gifts but isn't invited over. Apparently I make things awkward, sit alone in my expensive condo. Netflix running for hours, wine bottle empty by midnight. I'm thriving, I tell myself. Year 3, I'm 36. Look in the mirror, lines showing up around my eyes. Face looks sharper, harsher hair, thinning a bit from stress. I look tired. Decide to go to this upscale farmer's market one Sunday. Big sunglasses, athleisure, pretending I care about organic vegetables, sun's out. Perfect weather, families everywhere laughing, kids running around. It's irritating. Then I see a guy across the aisle back turned, broad shoulders, worn t-shirt, jeans. Something about the way he stands familiar. He turns. It's Matt. My chest tightens instantly. Haven't seen him in years. He looks good older, but in a way that works slight gray in his beard tan. Solid build. Actually looks strong, now he's laughing. A real laugh, haven't heard that from him in forever. He's holding hands with a woman. She's young, late 20s, maybe blonde, soft features, simple sundress, barely any makeup, looks like some cliché wholesome wife. I automatically judge her, but then I notice how he looks at her. It's different. Not cautious, not careful. It's calm. Warm, like he's at peace. Never looked at me like that. Then I see the stroller. He lets go of her hand to fix it. Double stroller, my stomach drops 2 kids, 1 toddler walking beside them. Little boy, blonde, wearing a dinosaur shirt. Matt picks him up, spins him around. Kid is laughing like crazy. Daddy, daddy! Matt kisses his cheek. Got you, buddy, buddy. The word hits me. The baby in the stroller starts crying. She picks him up. Another boy. 2 sons. He has 2 sons. Panic creeps up my throat. I want to leave. Can't move. Feet locked in place. Matt sets the toddler down. Looks up, sees me. Everything freezes. I expect anger or sadness. Anything. But his face is neutral, polite, distant. He says something to her. She looks over at me. No hostility, just curiosity. They start walking toward me. Why I straighten up, switch into my usual composed persona. Chin up. Anna, he says, calm, steady. Matt, been a while. I try to sound casual, comes out tight. This is Lauren, he says, my wife. Wife. He moved on that fast. Hi, Anna, she says softly. She's actually nice, it makes my stomach turn. And these are the boys, he adds. This is Ethan, he's 2, and the baby is Noah, Noah. That name the one he used to talk about, the one I shut down immediately. He went with that name anyway. They're adorable, I managed to say. Must be a lot to handle. Matt grins. Ethan's climbing everything already, and Noah just eats nonstop. It's chaos. I love it. He looks straight at me. Really looks this time. You look successful, he says. Not praise, just a statement. I am, I reply, sharper than I meant. Just moved up again. Executive level now. That's great, he says. No follow-up questions, no interest. We should get going. He adds, nap time soon. Good seeing you, Anna. I hope you're happy. He means it. He's so full of it that he can spare some for me. No resentment, no bitterness. He already won, not just the breakup, everything. You too, I say quietly. Watch them leave, his arm wraps around Lauren's waist. Ethan runs ahead, Matt jogs after him, scoops him up like it's nothing. Perfect little scene, like some painting of an ideal life. I look down at my cart, kale, fancy dip, a bottle of wine, frozen meal. For one look at my hands, perfect nails, expensive rings completely empty. Something cracks inside my chest. I rush out to my car, throw everything in the back, slam the door, sit there, silence sealed, heavy. Silence the kind I used to say I wanted. Now it presses in on me. I scream, just raw, uncontrolled, pound the steering wheel until my hands sting. Tears hit all at once, messy, uncontrollable mascara running everywhere. I think about the boy I got rid of. He'd be around 3 now. Could have been like Ethan Matt. Could have been next to me. We could have had that life. But I picked ideology over instinct, picked principles over connection. No one cares about my job title. No one cares about my opinions online. When I'm gone, all that's left is some file on a company server. His legacy is running around in a dinosaur shirt. He didn't just replace me, he upgraded, found someone who actually wanted what he offered, and I ended up exactly where I aimed. Drive home barely aware of the roadwalk into the condo. Smells like chemicals and old wine, past the spare room door. Always shut. I open it, empty, just that unused bike and a yoga mat. I slide down the wall, onto the floor, curl up, pull out my phone, look him up. Profile's public, now bio, says husband, dad, to Ethan and Noah, accountant life stuff. Scroll through photos, they're everywhere, Lauren baking with the kids, Matt showing Ethan how to swing a plastic bat lake trips. Smiling faces, captions like grateful and my whole world. Scroll back years. Nothing of me completely erased, like I never existed. I check my own page picture with coffee, rise and grind, barely any likes, photo of shoes, treat yourself, even less old. Protest pic. Most engagement, it all looks empty, forced, fake. I throw my phone across the room, it smacks the wall, screen cracks. Don't even care, just lie there as it gets dark. Don't turn on any lights, just stare into nothing. Listening to the fridge hum, the sound of a life engineered to be alone. I won, I whisper, but it sounds unsure, like I'm asking, and the silence that answers is louder than anything I've ever heard.